Hey, it's Men's Health Month. Men, are you struggling to get healthy? Got any questions on what lifestyle works best for you? Or you simply need guidance on how to get started? Well, guess what? You're in the right place. Join me and my health and fitness professionals as we dive into subjects such as physical fitness, health and nutrition, and even medical checkups. Men, let's get you right and celebrate men's health. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another live for Men's Health Month. I am your ambassador, Talley, and we are excited to have you again. We know we weren't there last Tuesday, but guess what? We missed you all, and we're coming back tonight to give you some really good stuff. We're jumping back in to listen. Today we have Turk, and we also have Turk and Johnson-Delaughter. And tonight we're talking about the importance of diversifying your activities. We're also going to be talking about staying motivated by trying new things and also how to implement meditation regularly. So get ready because we have some great things in store and we're about to head to see Cedric Turk's video.
Good evening. My name is Cedric Turk, and I'm not a fitness guru or anything, but what I am is motivated to live the best quality of life that I can live. And when I think about all the things that I do, as far as riding a bicycle, going to the gym, hiking, just being active to get your blood flowing is what motivates me to just enjoy life to the fullest. Now, I have a 12-year-old daughter, and she is my number one motivation because I want to spend as many days with her as possible and live the best life that I can and just to enjoy her and see her grow up. I have, like many of you, people that who wasn't able to do certain things. I don't know, maybe it's our culture or whatnot that we don't do a lot of things as far as eating healthy, exercising, hiking, biking, or whatever. But I try to do these things in hope that somebody will see me and get motivated and want to try to do some of the same things that I do. Everybody has their own way of trying to stay healthy. I try to give pointers, what's working for me. Maybe something that may work for me might not work for you. But as far as it goes, hey, you just gotta try. Never give up. Keep going. And you'll eventually get there because every one of us knows somebody who has suffered from overweight, high blood pressure, heart disease, all kinds of ailments that going through the African American community. So, hey, it's up to us to try and break these curses and show the younger generation that there is a different way. There is a better way to live. And whatever you can do to show, because they might not admit it, but they're watching us. We are the generation. So show them, be an example. And that's what I try to do. I mean, that's all I try to do, along with being the best that I can be. And as far as you can go, do it as long as you can. And you will reap the benefits, and everyone around you will also, because that energy, it goes out and it comes right back to you and replenishes you. That's why you got to hang around people like-minded that likes to do things, be active, eat healthy, learn what you might not be strong in. You can learn from somebody else who is strong in that area, and you can grow and come up together. That's what it's all about, doing this together. And if ever I can do whatever I can do to help you to be a better version of yourself, just let me know. And always keep God first, and just, hey, that's about it. So be good, be healthy, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, everybody. I want to just shout out real quick those sponsors that you just saw. We have Earth Strong CBD, and we also have Fitness Defied. Listen, that was an amazing video by Cedric. We want to go ahead and bring our guests on tonight. We're going to bring Cedric and Tim on at the same time. So, fellas, how y'all doing?
Great. How you doing?
Good, man. How y'all feeling? It's so good to have y'all for this Men's Health live as we celebrate Men's Health Month. Y'all, how y'all feeling?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
I tell people I've never done something like this before, so thanks.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so much fun. Listen, man, we're glad to have you, man. Cedric, I'm going to start with you since you were a recent, and then 10, I want to jump to you. But Cedric, man, your video is just very inspiring because number one, you have a great heart. You know, off the top, just watching that video, what you're giving off is what we receive, and what we can see from that is that you're willing to just help. Help. You're like, hey, I'm here to help you. I learned this out. This is what I went through, and if you are out there, you need some help, here I am. And it's not about personal. We all have our personal goals. We all have our personal ideas of what we want the health to be, but it's all about what are you going to do to, do that to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't be selfish. Don't hog it out. Everybody needs to know about that. But man, that's a really very inspiring to just hear that. So I want to ask you a question, man. Like what made you get to that point where you like, okay, I'm not just doing this for me, but I'm doing this to help other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm not sure what really on it, but just from my growing up, seeing people in the neighborhood, and we would always, go to play basketball and just have fun together. And that togetherness, that community started, I guess, back when I was a kid, just trying to help everybody, reach certain goals all together. So it never left me. And now as I get older, I just see people and, being healthy is more important now because it's just that mindset that, okay, we got to do this now. It's not just fun and games anymore. It's about your life, about trying to live a better and healthier life now. So, when you get older, it changes, but you still have that mindset that, hey, we all in this together.
Yeah, and that's good, man, because a lot of people really need to see, different levels of people. You got people who are out here doing that body fitness and they're killing it. You see them just, like they really just explode because, they work out, and you see those other people, they're built, but, they have a certain look. And then you just have somebody, like us, we're just average. Like you said, I'm not no gym trainer or anything like that, but people need to hear from these different type of levels because everybody are at different levels, and all of that stuff matters, so it's really it's a great thing to know that you're willing to help that percentage of people who are like, well, hey, where are my people at? You know what I'm saying? I need people who look like me that are going to help me and help me get to where I need to be, because I might not have that goal to look like this person or that, so that's really good, man. And Tim, listen, Talk to me, man. Like, we saw that video in the beginning. I mean, you just active all over the place, making me what we talking about, diversifying your activities. I'm I'm doing the same type of going to the gym every day, the same specific place. I see the same scenery, but you're over here switching it up and showing us how, health and fitness doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be you showing up to the same place at the same time every single day, So tell us a little bit about what you do and what motivated you to start switching it up,
Well, I've been a professional dancer most of my young adult life and adult life, and then fitness was always like the foundation. But I'm not a gym person, so for me, the workouts had to be more outside. And then outside of just working out, the fitness for me was to spiritual. It was, hey, are we meditating? Are we breathing? Are we stretching out? And then I always say, be the person you wish you had when you were younger. So who would I have wanted when I was 8, 13, 17 that could have understood? And so I think that's how I take it. Like, I don't want to be inside in the same space working out for 2 hours. Let's go to the ground. Let's go to the beach. Let's switch it up. And I think that's what works for me, both music and dance and meditation, as well as like finding other modalities to find mental health. As far as men's health, I journal. I write in my journal all the time. I use an adult coloring book. So those kind of things kind of shape the stagnicity of working out.
Man, that's good, because I think the problem with us, we always think it has to be gym. If I'm not doing the gym, if I'm not at the gym, if I'm not picking up a weight, doing that, then I'm not working out. We don't realize what we do every day that causes us to burn calories or causes us to use a lot of energy that is actually working out. If we lift up a box, or if we, get out there outside and start doing some gardening stuff, you start working those arms, your arms get a little tired. You put a plant down there. But it's really important, and it's good to see, you two guys that are saying like, hey, I don't do what everybody does. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my own zone. I know what I want to do, and I do my best to try new things to keep me active, because if you keep doing the same thing out of repetition, you're going to burn out. That's why a lot of people quit. I don't think because it's just hard, but we don't know how to really like diversify. So I want to throw that out there so we can educate some people. Like, what are some ways you keep yourself motivated or trying new things? Is it something that you say, okay, well, I've been doing this for a week and a half, like, let's try something new? Do you kind of throw that in the schedule, or do you just kind of map it out? How do you go about doing that? Cedric, let's start with you, and then Tim, you can answer.
Well, what I do is when I get with, like, say, JQ, and my people who trying to do this journey with me, they be like, hey, want to do a hike? Hey, want to do this? We're like, okay, that's different from where I grew up. Yeah, I'll try that. And I've always said it's good, to go to the gym. I've been that person 4 or 5 days per week going to the gym, but you can, do the same thing over and over again and burn yourself out. So just taking a break from the gym, going outside, walking, and ride a bike, just doing different things to give different parts of your body some rest. But at the same time, you can still get that cardio in by just pretty much walking or hiking or whatever. Just keep moving. You're burning energy as long as you're moving. And so that would keep me motivated. And, just trying new things. I always like to try new things. And if I like it, I'll do it again. Implement that into the plan.
Yeah, that's good, man. Tim, what you got?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm going to piggyback. Like, I love hiking. So that's something that's a constant. If I go once a week or once a month, I have to be out in nature. Earthing is really good. Not doing nothing but putting your feet, no socks, no shoes, just putting your feet in the grass and just relaxing. That has the same amount of effect as working out. You brought up a good one, Devin. Gardening. That's something that I enjoy. My green thumb, like you said, picking up those plants, digging into the dirt. You can feel the sweat. Like, put on my bandana, put on my gardening hat, and I'm out there all morning. 2 hours of gardening. I don't want to do nothing the rest of the day. But that workout is physical. I always try to push the other workouts. Like, you need to work the mind. Are you journaling? Are you writing down what the goal is? Like, if the goal is a weight, how can you get there effectively? And if the goal is a spiritual thing, how can you get there effectively? So for me, I think the journaling or the coloring or the connecting, like, I love playing card games still, like Uno and Phase 10, get the mind jumping,
Yeah. And that's good because everybody out there, we're not just talking about working out. Like, this whole Men's Health Month is not just catered to getting in the gym, picking up weight, physical activity, but other ways to take care of your health, because the mental health matters. And like we were talking about, gardening, doing different things besides physical activity, which is great, don't get us wrong. But like we said, hiking, we kind of y'all were touching on some things when we were talking about hiking. You're going out and seeing nature, seeing different things. All of that stuff matters. And we're even talking about going to the doctor. We see different things, managing all the aspects of health. We're trying to cover that in this month and get you all educated and motivated to actually take care of your health in different ways besides just that. But like you all said, that hiking, it does something to you mentally. Like, you seeing the birds, animals. A lot of people don't like bugs and all this stuff. I really don't care too much about them. I'm trying to stay away from them. The mosquitoes, it's summertime, it'll tear you up. But that's just, that's what comes with the nature. But, seeing that stuff, you don't realize you're walking, burning calories. If you go up a hill, that's a whole leg workout right there. And like we talked about, even going back to the garden, arm workout. After a while, you're like, man, I'm worn out, and you've worked out. But at the end of the day, you basically tackled the physical activity, and you took care of your mental activity and mental health, because now your mind is relaxed. You're thinking about life. You're thinking about the importance of just, being alive. Those different things is what matters. And Tim, you even started touching on a little bit about the meditation, is what we're going to dive in later.
Yes.
And you're actually going to show us how to do meditation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's awesome, because I say I do it, but sometimes I don't think I do until I need to. But we do want to talk about a little bit, man, about the importance of community awareness when we go in the aspects of our health and accepting men's health. Like, how important is it to have community? Like, realizing that, hey, I'm not in this on my own. I need accountability. I need somebody who is on the same mindset, same wavelength, same goals. We're all on the same path. Like, how important is that to have that going through this journey?
I think it's a necessary foundation. I think the biggest thing is, like, not just physical health, but like, how many men in a circle talk about going to the doctor, going to get checkups, making sure they're healthy. Like, I have to force the men in my circle, like, hey, did you go to the doctor today? Is that something that is readily talked about? And I think a lot of that health, that men's health connection, comes from being vulnerable about your health. Like, vulnerability plays a huge part in men's health, because we can pump iron all day and not talk to each other. But it's the, hey, are you okay? That's that accountability, that community of that self-help. Like, like you said, holding each other accountable, not just for the weights you lifting or the weight loss, but also, are you okay? Do you know what I mean? And I think that is, for me, not as important, but for me, just a little bit more than physically. Because if a bunch of men in a circle can go, I went to the doctor, hey, I have a therapist that's helping with my mental health. Oh, I have a nutritionist. Oh, okay, that's crazy. That kind of vulnerability will open up the door to more conversations on men's health in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cedric, listen, I want to ask you a specific question. So once again, you told everybody you're a father. Yeah. And you have a role, you have a responsibility, not just to take care of yourself, but to take care of the family, your responsibility. So how important is it to not only take care of yourself, which is enough. Let me tell you something. It's already enough to try to manage one person, which is yourself. But then you also have the responsibility to teach them everything that you're learning, making sure they're doing that. And because, hey, they're growing up, they're learning. So you got to teach them something. So tell us about that, man.
Yeah, it's a great responsibility. I was not changing for the world. My daughter, she like to get out. She got that part from me. Like to get out, do things, try new things. And so when I go, I'm just basically trying to show her the way that, okay, it's okay to do these things because, she's 12 and, they going through different things with like, don't like, I'll do this, I won't do that. So I just try and give her a variety of things. And she says, always said that I'm giving her culture. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And so the things I get from my friends, and just like last weekend, I took her to one of my friends' Zumba class. And they're like, oh, I love this. So, just doing different things that we didn't do at 12.
Yeah.
It's a great challenge, and it brings me satisfaction whenever I can, introduce her to different things. And because I know when it gets into her, it still just keep going, for the next generation.
That's right, man. And listen, we don't talk about that a lot, the role of men and how important. That's why we're having this whole month dedicated to this, because, the world has this fixed perspective that men just supposed to be the provider and the protector. Yes, we get that, it comes with that, but also it's your role to be a teacher. And like you're saying, you taking her to Zumba class and stuff at 12. At 12, we still playing video games or on the phone, right, media, being outside, hanging out with friends. And we thought at that age, that's all you need. Yeah, that's fun. That's their outlet for mental health and all of that stuff. But how are we taking care of their health, their physical health, or also their other side of mental health besides just going out doing recreational activities,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But one more thing. I do know where that started at with my daughter. I guess she was probably about 6, 7 years old. And she told me, Daddy, when I grow up, I'm going to marry you. And I like, but baby, you can't do that. Then she said, well, I'm going to marry somebody like you. And I was like, whoa.
Wow. Man, that's awesome.
That hit me like a ton of brain. Like, okay, I got to show her, different things, how a man's supposed to treat her and this and that and the other. So I was like, okay, I got to
just piggybacking on that. That's crazy. I did a group meditation out at Big Spring Park in Huntsville with 13 young Black boys. And it was so surreal for me because they were all 8 to 13 years old. And so imagine if we had that in middle school and elementary instead of detention, how different our life paths would have been.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
Cut out that man like.
So it was such a crazy experience. It was beautiful. It was beautiful because just that little shift was so much to see such a whole generation of young men going, I got to tell my dad and mom to meditate with me before I go to bed. Yes, you do. Just that little shift can change a trajectory, So I think that's what's amazing, that these new kids want it. They just don't have an outlet. So we have to be that push. Like, it's okay to sit and breathe. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And that's good, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about, like we said, selfish with what you learn. What you go through, what you learn is all to help somebody else. Yes, it's supposed to help you, but once you got the help and it, okay, don't hold on to it. It's our responsibility to give back, no matter what age, age group we're talking about. It could be to the like the elderly, meditation, all this stuff to a younger person, a toddler that's able to listen and comprehend, and how you give it to them. But Tim, I want to ask you a question. So you made a big move. And
I did.
Yeah. How How has that been? And even with like your meditation from moving, because a lot of that can cause you can be distracted. You can be, okay, well, I need to focus on where I'm at. But how were you able to use meditation to help you out with a new thing that you jumped into?
Yeah, so I relocated from Alabama to Guam, which is in between Hawaii and Japan, about 3 weeks ago. And the first week of quarantine, it was literally, I couldn't leave the hotel. And so I literally was pacing. And then I was like, I got a journal. I have a coloring book. I got playing cards. So I bought all that with me, but I didn't use them at first. And since I've moved in to my place, gardening, like we brought it up and it's hilarious. I get outside every morning. I'm 15 hours ahead of you guys. So right now it's Wednesday, 9 a.m. for me. I gardened before I got on the live. I meditated out at the beach before I showed up. Those things were hard at first because of the time change, jet lag, and just the adjustment of something big like that. But me settling in really was go put your feet in the grass. Go. You know, we have 4 chickens, so it's like go get the eggs from the chickens. Wake up, go get the eggs, and then start the day. And I think that's what really pushed me into working out now. Now I box 3 times a week outside by myself. Just starting up. Like this is my first full week of activity, and I can tell you, like, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. So it's been crazy good, worth it. Like just to change the mindset is a little bit hard, but now that I have a groove, it's like, okay, now push yourself and then reach out to other people. So getting out in the community, telling them, hey, if you want to join me, if you see me out on the balcony meditating, come up and join me.
Man, that's good. Yeah, listen, I mean, it's very important. I mean, it helped you out, you know, like we said, the pandemic. I mean, that's do a whole nother live that we need to just on the pandemic and how we got through with using these practices of meditation and finding whatever is going to work for you to get through that. But man, that's definitely inspiring to hear how you just took something as small as coloring. We think as growing up, it's childish. Oh, a coloring book, that's for babies. Listen, it's therapeutic. I mean,
yes.
I mean, just like you did it when you were young, I mean, it will give you that same feeling that you had. It will give you that same feeling now. So that's good. You share that with somebody, because somebody might go out there and buy them a coloring book too today, man, and start using that as meditation. But Cedric, I want to ask you the same question, man. How is meditation helping? Maybe what form of meditation do you do? What type of, meditation do you use? So somebody else can probably use that technique.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, meditation is very, very, very important. It helps you clear your mind, get yourself ready for the day. I was blessed enough to buy a house and with a backyard. And some days I would just get up early in the morning, go sit in the backyard, just breathe in the fresh air, listen to the birds sing, watch little rabbits run around. Might have me a cup of tea, cup of coffee, and just to relax away from all the noise of the world and just to meditate on how I can make myself better, what I need to do to make the family life better. And sometimes you just have to get away from the noise. I'm not near the beach or anything like my friend here is, but when I do visit a beach, I do the same thing. I like to get up early in the morning, go out there before anybody gets going, listen to the waves, and just listen to nature. Or as just still. I don't do a lot of work, not anymore, but I grew up with my grandmother teaching me how to garden. I told myself I'm going to get another garden. But for me, as hard as I go at work, I just like to sit, close my eyes, breathe, and just think about how to make myself, this world, a better place. And meditation is very important. Very important to do that, because when your mind, if your mind is off, then everything
is off. Yeah,
everything. So yeah,
Listen, y'all heard that, everybody, from Tim and Cedric and myself. Meditation is important. Making sure your mind is on track, because if your mind is off, everything is off. I'm telling y'all, go ahead and take these notes. Get your questions ready because we're about to take a quick commercial break. Then we're going to have Q&A, and then we're going to have a special treat where Tim is going to show us how to meditate because some of us might not even know how to do it. That might be the problem. You just don't know how to do it, but you ain't going to have no excuse tonight because we're going to show you, we're going to tell you, and it's going to happen. So we're going to take this break. We'll see y'all soon. All right, everybody, that was a quick break. It's time for Q&A with these great, amazing men. And if you just jumped in, if you weren't with us when we started, we're talking about today the importance of diversifying your activities. We're also talking about staying motivated, how to do that by trying new things and implementing meditation regularly. So go ahead and start sending in your questions. Don't hesitate. These men are ready to answer. This is some great information. I'm learning. They're actually reminding me to meditate because listen, I think my problem is I don't sit longer in meditation. Like I'll think about something, probably meditate like a minute or two. But sometimes like you really have to take a minute to kind of like break down something. You know what I'm saying? Like really just get your mind prepared. And we already have a question. What is the most important part of men's health to you? Tim, start us off, man.
Self-care, not selfish care, self-full care. Like I can't help nobody if I haven't helped self first. So I think that's the biggest part, holding myself accountable of my own health. Like, did I go to the doctor? I'm 35, so I shouldn't need a reminder to go get a checkup or make sure my mental health is good. Like I wake up and in on myself, like, hey, what do you need today? So I think for me, the biggest part of health is that self-care part, the truly holding yourself accountable, your own bliss.
Yeah, that's good, man. What about you, Cedric?
Probably the most important. It's hard to narrow that down, but yeah, just taking care of yourself. I always tell people when they run, you can't help somebody when you're broken down yourself. So in order to, make sure that you're doing everything you can to be strong, mentally and physically strong, you do have to take care of yourself. And, a lot of men are selfish in that way that we don't, I guess, when we come to, it's always about the other people when we neglect ourselves so much when you're trying to take care of everybody else. But you have to be selfish sometimes with your own self, with your own health.
Yeah. And man, that's that. I mean, y'all really just said something right there because a lot of people, you can't take care of self. A lot of people don't even know what self-care is. And they like, oh, okay. They don't know what that looks like. We think it's maybe going and spending money all the time. No, it could be the smallest thing to the largest scale of things. But, you can't do that if you so focused on everybody else. And you can't meditate too on anything else if you're so consumed in everybody else. So all of that kind of plays into each other. We have another question here. So what are some of maybe like favorite community programs you may have? Like if there's some type of, group things or something where, you can involve yourself in. So where, we talked about being motivated, ways to be motivated and diversifying things. So being in a community where there is diversity and seeing different things, do y'all have that you go to?
I did, pandemic happened, but I know, before then, one of your previous guests, Mark Lacey, he used to have this spoken word. I love to go to those and just to hear different people, you know. And every time we have a pop-up class, one of my friends, I would go Zumba, yoga. It doesn't matter. I just love, for the people in my circle, like, hey, we're doing this. Okay, I'm there. So, favorite, hey, it's just getting out in the public, doing different things, showing the people, and just enjoying life. You don't have to stop to the clubs, shaking it up every weekend. That's not enjoying life to me. So,
you heard that from Cedric. The clubs does not include self-care. That is not self-care, people.
I mean, for me, not even to promote friends, but Jake's classes I enjoyed working out in those group sessions. Not everybody the same thing, but everybody in the same space. There's a lot of women in Huntsville that do fitness really well in groups. I wish there were more men that leaned into fitness as well as health. And there's a lot of virtual stuff. Like you said, COVID really looked, I think that's the conversation that a lot of us had. Like, what can we do now that we can't do nothing? So virtual learning became a huge thing, not for just the children, but for the adults as well. Like, get out there and watch a virtual yoga class. I actually did a trap yoga like the week before I left Huntsville. 30 women showed up, and it was just mind blowing because 2 guys came, and it was like, yeah, like we can do yoga. We can be outside. I say search. We have the internet for a reason. Go online, go on your Facebook, and look at what events are happening in your area. Like a group hike. It was me and 7 other Black people going hiking, and it was such a beautiful thing. I'm like, yeah, y'all going, I'm going. I got a hiking bag and my shoes now. So I think searching. We can't just expect health to come to us. We got to look for it. And that means doing a little work, like going online, going on your Facebook, your Instagram, and seeing who's doing what in the city for that week.
Yeah, that's it, man. That was good. Got another question. When did you realize that your health was going to be a lifetime journey for you and not just an activity? You know what I'm saying? Based off of just going to do that. Like somebody could say, I went to Zoom class and that's
probably
good enough
13.
Wow.
I was probably 13 when I realized like this cannot be a stay still moment. Every couple years after 13, it was like okay, I have to stay in shape for dance, but what does that look like outside of dancing and working out? And then in my 20s, it was I have to be fit as a fiddle. What does that look like and still finding time to be me? And now in my 30s, it's like, oh, I'm not as fit as I used to be. How can I get back there in a healthy way and not push myself so hard that I'm over it? So it was really that move. What I couldn't lift that a week ago. What's happened? That was when I realized like this has to be a ongoing movement. This has to be a every day thinking about not just fitness health, but energetic health, mental health. Like if I'm not okay, let me write my journal today instead of working out. And hopefully tomorrow I'll have the energy to want to work out.
Yeah, that's good, man. What about you, Cedric?
After high school, I figured it out because back in high school, it was mandatory. Had to go work out just to play the game. And I love playing basketball, football, love doing that. So whatever I needed to do those things, I was going to do because I loved it. But after that, the coaches are gone. You got to make yourself accountable of how you want to live and how you want to do it. So after high school, I'm like, okay, I don't have to do it every day, but it's still in me. So I need to keep it up. So
that's good. And last note I want to add, like I think we don't pay attention that's when most people start falling off around high school because it changed from elementary and middle where we had to be active. You couldn't sit down and just sit this one out and be on your phone and talk.
No.
But you had to do something. You had to pick one. But when it got to high school, you didn't have to really dress out. Or if you dressed out, people go right over there and sit down. So because that's when you're getting older, you can make those choices. But we don't realize like how active we were back then, and that it's a lifetime type of thing, and not just activity based. Whenever you decide to. So, man, that's good. What'd you say?
I just say, oh yeah,
yeah.
Back in the day, we was like, okay, grandma was like, y'all going outside and don't come back in until you eat, and then you going back outside.
Right.
Outside all the time. Like, I'm tired. It's hot out here. Nope, you gonna come up in here and sit up under me. Y'all good?
Listen, that's it, man. Listen, everybody, we're gonna put a pause on these questions, and listen, you can still send your questions in anytime. We still have the month of June. I know it's flying by, but we're going to actually learn. If you have not done it before, if you weren't ever taught it, now is the time, because Tim is going to teach us and walk through us how to really meditate. Because I'm gonna jump in myself and do it, but now we're gonna turn it over to him. We're gonna get ready for this meditation, and he's gonna walk us through a step. Go ahead, Tim.
That's what's up. No worries. Can everybody hear this music? You fellas, can y'all hear this music in the background? It's kind of calming. All right. So for everybody, here's what I'm looking for. If y'all can hear my voice, roll the shoulders back. If you're sitting down, stay seated. Roll the shoulders back. Plant the feet. And I just want you to take these 2 steps. In the nose, like you smelling roses. And out the mouth, like you blowing out candles. Super easy. Let's try that 4 times. Deep breath. In the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Feel the shoulders relax with each inhale and exhale. Try that with me. Deep breath. In the nose. At your own pace, breathe deeply in. Exhale out. Here's where the magic happens. As you breathe, close your eyes. I got you. We're going to take these next couple minutes. I'm going to take you on a good journey. So with your shoulders rolled back and your feet planted, take this deep breath in the nose and out the mouth. I want you to breathe. Find that peace in the mind, that peace in the body, that peace in the spirit. Deep breath in the nose. Exhale. Feel that tension fall out the bottom of the feet. Feel the shoulders relax with every breath. Breathe at your own pace. Deep breath in the nose, out the mouth. Tell the body to relax. And if you have thoughts that come into the mind, let them go out the mind. Breathe. Now from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet, tell the body to calm down. Allow the body to relax. Whatever that feels like to you, you feel sinking into the body as you breathe deeply in the nose and exhale out the mouth. Breathe in the nose, out the mouth. Feel it in the legs, in the hips, down in the toes, in the belly. Breathe deeply in, exhale. Feel it in the heart. Breathe. Feel it in the back of the brain as you breathe in the nose and exhale out the mouth. Feel it in the entire brain as you feel warm water pouring over the skull, down into the face, deep in the body, down into the feet, letting it go out through the bottom of the feet with every in-breath through the nose, smelling roses, and exhale out the mouth. blowing out candles. Give me 4 more deep breaths. In, exhale. Set new goals, new intentions, new purpose for you. Breathe. 3 more deep breaths. I believe in y'all. In the nose. Exhale. 2 more just like that. Deep breath in the nose. Exhale. Breathe. With these last couple deep breaths, I want you to remind yourself life is a journey, not a destination. Keep going. And with this last deep breath, I want you to tell yourself you're loved, you're amazing, you're loved, you're amazing. Deep breath in and exhale out. And as you sit there, the body should be a little calmer. I want you to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, rock the neck side to side, up and down. Take it for a full circle. And the other way. And with this last deep breath, tell yourself you're amazing.
Listen.
Thank you, guys.
I about forget that I need to do that. No, but everybody, listen, we hope that you will really learn for that. Like, Tim, that was amazing. Like, I needed that was for me. If anybody else didn't get it, like, I know Cedric, I see you over there shaking your head, man. Needed that. Appreciate it. Listen, can you share 3 quick tips for somebody to remember who just maybe that was their first time and they like, man, what did you say again? Like, you started saying
2 easy things. Yeah, no worries. Affirmations is the one. And then in the nose, like you smelling roses, out the mouth, like you blowing out candles to get the body to breathe. Smell roses, blow out candles.
Man, that was good stuff right there. Because listen, you know, if you had a long day at the job, somebody try you, somebody cut you off in traffic. That stuff will hold you.
Smell the roses, blow out the candles.
Next time somebody do that, smell, blow out the candles, smell the roses, blow out the candles, smell the roses. Y'all heard it, everybody. Tim said, smell the roses and blow out the candles. Listen, that was this was amazing, man. I had fun. This was great. Y'all make sure y'all follow them on y'all social media, any platforms. Listen, y'all have their names, follow them. They have some great stuff. Like they said, Cedric said he's willing to help you all with your journey. Tim is willing to help you all with this meditation. Let's stay connected. Let's stay following this Men's Health Month. We have 1 more week as we end this great, amazing run that we've had. We just want to thank all of our sponsors, JQ, and we want to thank Fitness to 5. We want to thank Earthstrong LLC, and everybody has played a part. Listen, y'all take these tips that we talked about. Diversify your workouts, not just workouts, but get out there, be active, and do things you never done before. Please meditate. Please meditate. Smell the roses, blow out the candles. You've heard it. Yes. But listen, we this was a great night. Any questions y'all have, make sure y'all save them for next Tuesday as we go live at this same time, 6:30 p.m. And we are out.
Volume.
Hey, it's Men's Health Month. Men, are you struggling to get healthy? Got any questions on what lifestyle works best for you? Or you simply need guidance on how to get started? Well, guess what? You're in the right place. Join me and my health and fitness professionals as we dive into subjects such as physical fitness, health and nutrition, and even medical checkups. Men, let's get you right and celebrate men's health.